Hi everyone, I'm Dawn and welcome to my website, awakeningdesigns.com. My company is Transformational Light Designs, and today I'm with Monica K. Cueva, and she and I are going to talk a little bit about relationships. And Monica actually has developed, she is the designer of my website that you're visiting right now, MK Design House. And her daughter Avalon is our great camera person. So I thank you, Avalon, too, and thank you, Monica, for being here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here on your website.
Yes. And now you recently read an article that sounded very interesting, and we were kind of talking about that. And I thought it would just be a good idea with February, and it was your idea too, actually, to put this together in a conversation here.
Okay.
So why don't you explain a little bit about the article, and then we can...
Okay. Well, since we are going into February soon, it was an article about relationships and relationships that you would have with a significant other or a coworker or a friendship. And basically it talked about how sometimes there's problems between, people and their relationships. And one of the basis of the article that it talked about is, being kind to yourself and loving yourself. And a lot of your relationships will probably be a lot smoother.
Right, yeah, because all relationships actually start with ourselves. We're the whole basis of what we attract to us. And everything we attract to us is a mirror of us. So if we are loving and kind to ourselves and take care of ourselves, then that's what we can express outside and draw to us, just like the article was talking about. So
Yeah.
I really liked the sound of that article.
Yeah, me too.
This is the beginning of the new year. It's time for us to really begin to look at ourselves so that we can have better relationships in the world, with each other, and just other people, other countries, friends, anybody we come across. When you have love and compassion for yourself, you reflect that out into the world, and then you draw that love and compassion back to reflect them as a mirror.
Right.
And that's what we're all hoping for the most, we hope for. And because it's so important to realize that we are mirrors for each other. And not just sit in that, if we're in a bad relationship and go, oh, it's their fault. We made the choice too. We have to take the responsibility and look at ourselves. What's mirroring here that I would like to change?
Yeah, so in the article it goes into people, back to reflecting back, the people that you draw into your life are reflecting back on maybe that issue or that pain that you went through when, in your childhood, because people, like you said, are like mirrors that will show something in you that maybe you just need to work on in order to get more clarity, or more clarity on what's going on between you and this other person that that you're having an issue with.
Yeah. Or co-worker, or loved one, whatever, sister, brother. But it starts with you. It starts with your own relationship with yourself, like we were talking about, and
being able to go in and reflect. Well, why is it that my sister keeps harassing me? And maybe it's a certain subject that she keeps harassing you in. And you just have to go in and go, you know what? It's a two-way street for relationships. So, yes, you may point the finger and say it's them causing it. Well, yes and no. Yes, it's them, but it's also you.
Right, because you drew it
to you
as a mirror, like, okay, what do if I don't like it, what would I like to change in myself and present to the world? And it's very important in love relationships as well, and the communication, so that you really want to know them and they really want to know you, and to be willing to stand
stand up and not yell and shout at each other, but to be able to say, yeah, okay, this is a reflection somehow. Can we sit down and talk about it and not take it too far of an exaggerated area
Yeah.
and heal this between us?
Yeah, and really it's an act of healing yourself when you try to sit down and try to figure out what's really bothering you. So I'm sure, Dawn has recommended that people need to like meditate or get into a quiet space where you can kind of reflect and go inside and just see what it is that really, really gets down to the bottom of why that person makes you feel that way or gets you upset or angry.
Right. I hope that everyone has a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I thank you, Monica, for being here and bringing up the subject of relationships in this article, and I look forward to all of the feedback from people.
For the month of February, I have a special offer going, a 30-minute reading for $20, and it will also have I'll give you my healing card, Joy, at that same time, and in a download. I'll have that available to send to you with the reading. And just for free, below you'll be able to right now download my healing card, Heart, for the month of February through February 28th. And so that's running all of January into February. And it will be available very shortly. It'll be available very shortly. And I wish you a happy Valentine's Day and a happy New Year. And thank you, Monica.